Hey, good morning, guys. It is August 21st. Is it? Yeah, I guess it is. Why did I think it was the 22nd? I don't know. Anyway, it's 21st, and we're in Matthew 5, which is the Beatitudes. Matthew 5:3 says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit." So Chambers is dealing with this idea of being a pauper. Um, it's interesting. We were just dealing with the rich young ruler the other day, and he comes to Jesus, and we even hear in the story that he was the rich young ruler, identified as rich, this rich young ruler, which means he attained his wealth at a young age, which is even more impressive than a rich old ruler. So um, everything's impressive about this guy. And what Jesus says is take all the impressive things and get rid of them, and then follow me. And today's study kind of gave me kind of shed a new light on that, even that instruction Jesus gave him. Because we talked about it the other day, and I did say he was identifying himself as the rich young ruler, as this that was his identity, and Jesus wanted to tear that down. But it's almost like Jesus wants to take away anything that is that is a hindrance to this, which is the being poor in spirit. Chambers says here, he never asks us to decide for him, but to yield to him. That's a very different thing. And I think that's like the idea of yielding. That's what he asked the rich young ruler to do. He said, your money is going to keep you from yielding. Your money is going to make you feel like something you're not. It's going to make you feel like you have security, or you have influence, and all those things are a lie. And so get rid of those things, yield yourself, and follow me. And the rich young ruler went away, very sad. It said, remember, if you remember that study. It's Chambers says, if I know I have no strength of will, no nobility of disposition, then Jesus says, blessed are you, because it is through this poverty that I enter his kingdom. I cannot enter his kingdom as a good man or woman. I can only enter it as a complete pauper. Again, back to the rich young ruler. He's saying those things stand in the way of you entering. You can only enter as a pauper. You can only enter understanding that you have nothing to offer Jesus. He's the only one that offers. What you need to do is yield. And then I really like this whole last paragraph that Chambers kind of lays out here. It says, which are the people, this is people now, like in our lives, which are the people who have influenced us most? Not the ones who thought they did, right? I bet the rich young ruler thought himself a prize. You know, he was thinking, oh, if I can convince Jesus, not convince, but if I can make myself attractive enough to Jesus, he'll say, wow, what a prize this young man is as part of my tribe. Look at this the score of this rich, young, powerful man that now is part of my crew. And it said, you know, the people that influence us most are usually not the ones that think that they're going to influence us. It's these others, he says, that had not the remotest notion that they were influencing us. In the Christian life, the implicit is never conscious. If it is conscious, it ceases to have this unaffected loveliness, which is the characteristic, of the touch of Jesus. We always know when Jesus is at work because he produces in the commonplace something that is inspiring. And that tends to be the case, that the people that impact us the most are those that are just serving, giving, being who they know to be. And it's kind of a commonplace attitude, but it has major impact. And the reverse is true. Those who really think that they're special are usually the ones that are not. And so I would say, the one thing I was going to say is make sure and I'm kind of checking my own heart. Am I yielding, or do I really think I have something to offer him, other than my complete yielding to him, just laying it down? So don't be the rich young ruler. Guys, have an awesome day.